Hello, you have Leslie Sky from Skycasting 101. I always got to do that. I don't know. It's just natural for me. It is 4:09 p.m. time change, Michigan, on a rather blasé, cloudy, cold day in the Midwest here. Anyway, I wanted to hop on here and make a really quick little Skycast, podcast, if you will. It is National, that's right, National Landline Day. They have a day for everything, don't they? Unbelievable. But I actually kind of like it in a geeky way. So I guess that's my topic. Do we all remember? I know it's ancient to you all now, but there once was a thing called a landline. And we all had it. God willing. I mean, who did not like having the convenience of a landline phone? How many times do you remember as a child? No, take it up a notch to teenage years. Waiting for the phone to ring, and then your sibling would grab the phone and make a phone call. No, but so-and-so is supposed to call. And you'd argue over who's going to use the phone, because, there was one landline. There was one line. I mean, this is way before, what is it called? Call waiting. Oh God, do you remember when call waiting came? Oh my God, we thought that was the best thing ever. We were like living the luxury life, when we all got to have, when mom and dad got the call waiting. What year was it that, let's see if we can look it up here. What year did call waiting happen? I should have been more prepared. I should have took notes. I would have been so together on this podcast, but I was just winging it. So why don't y'all take a guess? What year do you think it was? And yes, the good old call waiting. I mean, like I said, it was just like, wow, we have call waiting. We've moved up in the world, we've moved up in the world. And then what was it after that? I think it was after that we had the caller ID, which moved it up a notch even more. See, looking back, this was a big thing to us. We didn't have the computers. Well, we did later on, but we didn't exactly have all the technology that we do now, and being able to do this, and we have Alexa and all that kind of stuff. Oops, I said the A word. Sorry about that, folks. Hopefully your A didn't go off on you. But yeah, I mean, think of it. Call waiting was a huge thing, Oh, wait, I got to try out the call waiting. I don't know if it was just me or if y'all were like this, but the week that you first get call waiting, this is back in the day, you purposely was wanted somebody to call you so that you could go, oh, wait a minute, I have another call. It made you feel so important, didn't it? Yeah. Do you remember that? The good old days before all this technology took over and frankly spoiled us a bit, right? So there was call waiting. And then this was one of my favorites, was Star 69, or was it Star 67? Star 67? You know what I'm talking about, where you could see who was trying to call you and you didn't answer the phone. So you're like, who was that last call? I'm going to find out. So, I mean, to us back then, in people, young people today do not know how these were big things to us. It was like a big thing. We got call waiting in our house now. We have caller ID. We have, where you could trace back your phone calls, And they will never know how hard it was. I mean, it never bothered me, but I mean, looking back, we had the corded phones. We couldn't go, but in how many homes, I think every home, there was a teenager hanging out in the hallway, trying to be private, and you're yanking that cord as far as it will go, worried that it's not going to go like a boomerang, when it goes backwards. And then you stretch out the damn cord, and your parents are like, "Oh my God, look what you did to this cord! Now we get a new one." But of course, I was perfect. What can I say? A perfect child. But anyway, yeah, it's like you had to, you know, you either had to go to another room for privacy, to be on a phone, or if you were just stuck with one phone, it was like you were basically like secluded into that one corner and you couldn't get out because of the damn cord. Which, when you got a longer cord, it was like, oh my God, hey, so and so, we got a long cord now. I could talk a little bit more into the hallway here, you know. You weren't so trapped, but you were still trapped, you know, or connected. You know what I mean? But then when we went cordless, that was like almost as big as MTV when they premiered. And I do remember that day, and I had my TV on. I was one of those people that actually witnessed MTV live for the first time. But anyways, okay, we're digressing. So when we got the cordless phones, that was like that was life-changing, right? Like having that cordless phone. You know, you felt like big stuff. You're walking all over the house, you know, and you're walking by your brother, your sister, and you're like, I got a cordless phone. I don't have to be stuck in the kitchen no more. I got a cordless phone. I can even go outside. Oh my God, I can go outside with my cordless phone. I mean, these were all big, huge things to us. We were not spoiled compared to today, but we felt like it when we got the cordless phone, you know. But, like, fast forward into adulthood, as a young newlywed, we had the cordless phones and stuff like that, but trying to think, we ended up years later getting Magic Jack, which was another kind of life-changing because you didn't have to be like, you know, glued to your Michigan Bell, yes, I'm from Michigan, or your Ameritech. I loved Ameritech, you know, or AT&T. The bills would get huge, right? And, you know, you had to watch where you were, you know, you had to watch if you were calling out of state, you know, that's another thing. It was like, oh my God, long distance is expensive. So thank God for Magic Jack. Do y'all remember Magic Jack? We had Magic Jack for many, many years. By the way, why do they call it Magic Jack? Now that I'm saying it out loud, it sounds a little bit, you know, kind of odd, weird. Magic Jack. I mean, you could take that so many different. Okay. Let's just keep it G-rated. Okay. Anyway. So, anyways, we had Magic Jack phone service, $10 a month, I believe, which was like unbelievable. I remember I kept saying to my husband, $10. That's all? Are you sure it's only $10? So we had it for many years, and then my husband, of course, always had a cell phone. And I must say, I was very unspoiled all my life. I never really had a cell phone until like, 4 years now? 4 years, maybe 3 years. So yes, I was one of those people that was not selfish. I lived by the landline, you know, and then finally my husband's like, you know what, let's just get rid of the landline altogether. Nobody really, you know, if we get calls, it's either, you know, crappy calls or, you know, and I'm like agreeing with him. And he surprised me with a cell phone, and I use it more than I use it as a phone. I don't know why, but so yeah, I'm glad I have it. It's really come in handy. I'm like used to it. I don't want to be without one, but for years I never really had a cell phone. Am I the only one? But it was weird saying goodbye to the landline. Yeah. But anyways, I have to end this right now because people are coming home and they're going to wonder why I'm talking about National Landline Day, Sunday, March 12th. So let me know your memories of using a landline. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.
Reach out and touch someone. Reach out, call up and just say hi. Reach out and touch someone. Wherever you are, you're never too far. They're waiting to share your day.